Can't see my microphone. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Can you hear me? Hello. Hey guys, how you doing? Troy's with you? Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna see where Jess is. He was just sitting here before. We're just keeping an eye on him wherever he is. Oh, he's on his massage table. Hello, everybody. You know, I was praying and hoping, we both were, that we could be able to do a stream today, that we would have him home. You know, we didn't know for those that don't know, the situation. Go and watch the other VOD from our last stream. And it has been the toughest week of our lives, for multiple reasons, and it's been really tricky. But we're taking day by day, and we're just gonna have some fun. I don't know, just as much as possible, get back to normal and see how we go. I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to talk about it. I don't know what's going on exactly. You know, we're just taking step by step, day by day. But he's home, and he was really sick. He is still really sick. And we got the call on, so when was our last stream? Monday. So we're waiting for the news for the ultrasound. And we got news that basically broke us, that they've found a tumour in his cecum, which is like the end of his digestive system, and then he has an enlarged liver, and then possible nodules, which is spread to the spleen, she thinks. And she was just very matter of fact. She was a lovely Scottish vet, and she just said, you know, if I was you, I would just bring him home and I would love him. And that was like a kick in the teeth, you know, because we didn't know what we were expecting. And we got off the phone, and like I said to her, is there an option, like, because she didn't even suggest treatment or what the next steps are or whatever. And she said there is an option to keep him in hospital or stabilize his autoimmune disease, which is killing his blood vessels and his red blood cells and his platelets. Stabilize that, and then we could possibly look into doing a needle probe, like a fine needle kind of biopsy of the 3 areas, you know, the tumour, the nodules, and maybe lymph nodes as well, and liver, to see what cancer it is, how progressive it is, that type of thing, and then some type of treatment. But, she said, I don't know if at this stage he couldn't tolerate that, and it could be a long road to recovery. So we got off the phone, and we spent 2 hours, I don't know, just walking around the house crying, hugging each other, and it just feels surreal, like, that I'm here now. And, we had to discuss because we've been discussing the last few days, like cremation or how we were going to do it, and wanted to do it at home, things like that, and we had to look up services. And so we took Romeo to my brother's, and so that we could go and collect Chess. It was a hard, moment to go in there, and the vet came out to us with him, and he was wagging his tail, oblivious type thing. He was very thin. We have been told through, the last 6 years that he's lean, and that's okay, he's healthy, but he he was lean, you know, and not a big eater. At 12 kilos, and Romeo's 10, and he's this much taller than Romeo. Romeo's fat, but we think that he's lost about 1.5 kilos over the last few days. You can, you know, when he lays down, because he's shaved, they've shaved up here. When he lays down, you can see his ribs, and you could see he's like starting to see like his movement of his intestines and things like that. So he's very malnourished. But the last few days, we got him home and gave him a walk, and he's very sad. It was heartbreaking, but you know, we had an opportunity because, you know, to take some photos and videos, and every second, if he was a kid, he'd be like, say, like, "Mum, put the camera away," type thing. And you know, there's that extra moments that we've been just cherishing. Tuesday was his birthday, so we didn't want to put him down on his birthday, but we got him home on Monday night, and he had a bit of a dirty bottom, so we got him home and he walked around the backyard, but then we gave him a little bit of a wash, just to give him some dignity. And also he was going to be in our bed probably, where he usually sleeps. And so their routine is they get wet, when we wash them, and then they run around the house and they rub themselves up against, you know, the couch or our bed, you know, pillows and stuff like that. So he decided that his mind is all there, majority of it is all there, but he's just very tired. So he decided that he would walk into our bed, jump into our bed, and then rub himself, and he exhausted himself. Like, it wasn't not even very long, but then he just laid down on my side across the bed, and he just was so zonked, so tired, that he just laid there, really shallow breathing. And I just was thinking, like, this is it. Like, you know, he's exhausted, and, you know, this any moment now, like, you know, today or tomorrow, we're going to have to call the vet and get them to come out. But it's been, I don't know, like, how much you guys are interested in. I don't want it to be too much, you know, a down over stream, but I just thinking that you might want an update or like a play-by-play of what's been happening. That night he slept in our bed between us, like he usually does, and he just your instincts of like checking on him. You've had this pit in your stomach for the last week. I've lost 5 kilos in this week alone, just having protein shakes and feeling sick and that type of thing. Water loss probably, but yeah, I'm okay with going through it if you guys are okay to listen. So not much sleep and checking in on him, and he laid on the floor for a bit. So I was thinking about it last night. It's like fitting a week. Your hours feel like weeks. So your hours feel like weeks. So time goes slow. You know, you'll go to sleep and you'll feel like, oh, I've had a few hours, like quite a few hours, and you've slept like 1 hour. And so we were waking up every hour, checking on him, and then in the morning we just took him out, took lots of videos, took photos in the sun, and, you know, incredibly low energy. And at one stage I got my photography camera set up on a tripod, and we just laid there with him, and we just put music on and we sung to him, and just, you know, told him how much we loved him. And we're trying to just create memories of good and bad things, just so that we can remember, you know, what's happening, and you know, every little thing, like how much he's eating, or him walking up the grass and things like that. And very lucky that he got some visitors Tuesday. So my brother came over, and also did Troy's dad and stepmom. And we're so lucky. That's, you know, when things like this happen, you realise, even though people shit you sometimes, and Our families have been incredible. My dad and my mum have been both ringing me every night just to check up how we're doing, what the progress we've made. And I know it's been really hard for them because my mum and stepdad are in Bali at the moment doing working a retreat, and then they're going on holiday. My dad's farming, and to hear your daughter sobbing, basically hysterically at some stages they've both been in tears, and my dad's like been crying with me, and he knows, so it's been really touching that everyone's checking, people have been checking up on us. You guys have been sending me messages about your experiences of grief and your loved puppies and furry friends. So yeah, Tuesday was really hard because you cling on to everything. He has a little bit of a pep in his step where he's wagging his tail, this is him possibly getting better. Then he's not eating, or he's a shithead because he's so picky. He'll eat. Oh, so Tuesday I decided, someone sent a message and said, give him a steak from me or whatever, just at the end of the message. And I said, okay. So I defrosted some good steak and I sliced it up. And then I thought, eat it. We don't know how long he's got to live. So I cooked it in some butter and some cream, not too much, but like just a touch, a little. He seems to like fat and salt, which I've been trying to keep him away from. But cooked him some steak in some butter and cream, and he seemed to like it. So just give him, he doesn't like to eat off the floor, so we've been hand feeding him a lot. And that seemed, getting some red meat into him seemed to be beneficial. And then, there was, ebbs and flows. It's been freaking hard. Wednesday, it was, the last 3 days have been up and down. All it takes is him to not eat food for a few hours, or I've created, I'll show you, I've created a smorgasbord of everything, every protein type thing just to try and get food in him. We've had chicken, cooked and uncooked, and then beef, like steak, cooked and and raw, ham, bacon, prosciutto. We wrapped his tablets at one stage in prosciutto. We've had liver treats. We've had kangaroo heart. I went to this really lovely lady who makes natural treats that I bought a bunch of stuff. So like chicken treats, kangaroo heart treats, things that don't have sugar, or salt. They're like just very natural, dehydrated. We bought some cookies. And, at the end of the day, if we can give him if it's going to be his last few days, at least he's eaten well, but he's not eating too much. I've cooked bone broth. So I've got bone broth here. And if anyone has any suggestions, at the moment, he's doing okay. We're acutely aware of his malnutrition, which then affects his autoimmune disease. So positively, we've seen a little bit more colour come back into that. Possibly means more red blood cells. We don't know about his platelets. He's perkier. He's got a pep in his step. He has been not really playing with Romeo, but like following him, or he'll try and run, which we've been trying to stop. He didn't go to the toilet to do number twos, so we took him, took him to a park just to walk around just a small amount, and then he was going to. He tried to run and pull us on the lead. We had to slow him down, and he went to the toilet. And it's kind of getting better, improving. He's number twos. It's weird that I'm telling you all this, but I don't know how much, detail. So at this stage, we're trying to sleep, make him sleep a lot, and trying to feed him as much as we can. He's on steroids. his antibiotics and things finished today. I called the vet, and then I got a call back yesterday, and she said, because we were in any state to ask questions or anything on Monday, I just asked her yesterday. She said looks like he's doing better, he's brighter. She said that's great. I said I just wanted to know, you were there, you saw the cancer or whatever. Is there a possibility that he could, be like this? And she just said, I don't know. I said she said the best thing for him is the steroids. Him to stay on the steroids, it's the most important thing. That's what's keeping him, stable, and to continue that. So she had given us 2 weeks. So from Monday, 2 weeks of steroids and another medication to kind of line his belly so he doesn't get ulcers. And then we have antibiotics and antibacterials that finished today. So she just said, I just want him eating and drinking, peeing, pooping, and that's kind of the game. And then she said, if we get to a stage where, because when we run, about to run out of steroids, if we feel comfortable, we can come and get his bloods tested and see where we're at. And he could stay like this until, if we could stabilise his autoimmune disease, then hopefully the steroid will slow down the growth of the cancer, wherever it is, and we just give him more time. But, it's terminal. We just don't know how long. Or we could do a biopsy of the things, like I mentioned before, to see what they are, see what stage or type of a timing of how they're progressing or whatever. There is an option for chemo, I think, but I don't know how much that costs. I don't know how much that affects his body. So at this stage, we're just taking it day by day because we can't be hopeful. We need to make sure he's eating, and it could all fall apart today, and it's fucked. But it is so fucked. But we just had some really lovely time the last few days. Just took Tuesday off, and we just spent time just trying to put something on YouTube, so that we could be together in a room, so that we could watch something in his sleep, and go outside. We put some outdoor chairs in kind of up in our grass area so we can sit there and they walk around us, and it's nice to just be a family of 4 as long as we can. And I don't know how long it will be, but yeah, that's where we're at the moment. And I said to you guys, if, Friday we'd want to make him something, have a little celebration. I know that so many of you guys have been in the same situation and lost your fluffy friends, and it's hard. And it is nice talking to people about it and hearing different stories. It is reassuring because I think, for me, it is quite, you're lonely in your own grief at different stages, and we both, Exceed and myself, we handle it differently, and we're coming together and discussing and communicating quite a lot. But it is really hard, but talking to people in DMs and people in person, how recommendations of finding this inkless paper, inkless pad to do like paw prints, and memories that you guys have had, or ways that you've handled different stuff. I really like to hear it. So please feel free to share. Thank you, Lily May. I appreciate that. For chemo, he'd also need to be maintaining weight. Yes, of course. So we're just, oh my goodness. Loving on both of them, and in the back of your head, that your time with them is numbered. Like when you get a dog, when you everybody in life, has an end point, but to have it sneak up on you or like this and see him so sick has been an incredible shock. It like, the way I explained it to someone is that, we've been planning and taking photos of Romy, focusing on Romy a little bit more now, and I felt guilty of that now, realising, taking photos of Romy, because we didn't know how Rome's 12, and figuring out how much, his time is numbered. Never did I think that Chester would get sick. And Rome's going to outlive us all, I think. And he's been very much enjoying trying to feed Chester, just to walk away from food. So Rome will just scoop it up. He's been living life. So yesterday I gave separate times them like this little kangaroo tailbone thing and a pig's ear. And I knew that Romeo had one of them, but last night he went and got both of them and he ate one after the other, and it was just like a pig in mud. He was so happy, and then decided that he would go and try and bury it in our carpet, which I don't know how that works, in the corner of my bedroom. And then he put himself to sleep. Like, oh my goodness. So yes, today we're just going to make some food. We're going to chat, and I don't know. I seriously don't know what I'm doing. It's the part of you thinks, okay, he's doing okay today, kind of getting back into your like normal routine, and then you think, oh shit, like I can't get into my normal routine because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to not pay attention, or I don't want to, let this moment go, because then it could be our last day or whatever. So, thank you, Balance. I appreciate that. My pups love cheeseburgers. So one of the ladies that I got treats from the other day, she said that she had a situation very similar, and her dog was told that he had to come home and be put down straight away. She brought him home to her kids, and then he started perking up. So they cancelled the appointment for euthanasia. And she said, oh, if his time's limited, I'm going to go to let him eat. The vet said, he had to have restrictions or whatever. She's like, whatever, everything out the window. We don't know how long you're going to be. So she took him to Macca's, and he had like a burger or something. And then she said, oh my goodness, the smell, what it did to his insides. And she was like, no, he can have it, natural thing, as much natural stuff as he wants, type thing. Because she said it was foul. It destroyed his insides. So I don't know. We're just happy to get stuff into Chester. He likes eating his treats. He was eating them wrapped in a really small amount of prosciutto, but at the moment he's like me. He's like his mum. He likes carbs. So we get like a tiny bit of bread, wrap the treat in it, the pill, and then a tiny little bit of butter on top, and that's how he does it. So he's got, we'd get up at 6. Part of me is like, oh my God, like getting up at 6 a.m. every morning just to do his his kind of, I don't know if you call it like an antacid. It's like a omeprazole, which is kind of like, it lines the lining of their stomach so that he doesn't get ulcers. You have to do that on an empty stomach at 6 a.m. And then he has his steroids at 7 a.m. So I might talk to the vet that maybe we could slowly move them a bit later in the day. But just to have him here, I'm happy to get up at 6 a.m. every day and have him with us. My boy had cancer surgery, fortunately only skin cancer 4 times in this almost 10 years. If you ever want to talk, I appreciate that. Thank you. His name is Ram. What kind of dog is Ram? Yes, the problem, cancer is probably not an option because it would be removing part of his bowel and possibly spleen. It would be a huge surgery. It would be an incredible expense. and the recovery would be huge. Possibly I asked her, if we did the biopsy and we, if we could keep him on a medication instead of chemo. And she said the medication would probably just be steroids. So we just keep on what he's doing. But she said if we get there, hopefully, we can see the possibilities. But for now, he's just focus on nutrition. Yeah, that's it. Nutrition and medication. She was 12. A Manx. What is a Manx? Like a spine. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Lily May. Making the most of the time you have got left is really important in my opinion. Just trying to make them as comfy as possible. Spend as much time being there. Yeah. And we were very fortunate that Exceed got the day off on Tuesday, his birthday. It was our wedding anniversary, not our wedding, our 9 years together. But it wasn't about us, it was focusing on him. We just had time where just sitting together. We've written document, like a 2-page document of little things that he does that we'll miss, or that, that made us laugh, and little memories. When I set up a garden, one day I walked past the window and he was doing his own gardening. He was digging up my herbs. So I put a fence, a chicken wire fence around the raised garden beds, and the little shit, he would just jump into the garden bed and just lay there. And he knew that he wasn't allowed there, but he's been cheeky his whole life, and his most beautiful personality. So we've just got it's been helping with our grief of just talking about him and things that he's done and places we've been and stuff like that. So we take lots of photos and videos, and I don't know. So what should we make today? I was thinking of making my carrot cake and making it into cupcakes, and then making him a cupcake. So maybe we do it, make the cake entirely without sugar, and then make a cupcake without sugar, and then into the rest of the cake for us humans. What do you think? Don't know what to eat for us. I tried to make pasta, and it tasted like, for me, it had no flavour. It was wasn't how, even though I tried to make it how I usually make it, I couldn't stomach it. So I've just been having protein shakes, and yeah. So I don't want streams, if we can continue them, and I don't want them to be, today will be about Chester, and I can give updates. Now that he's semi-stable, I'm going to create a Discord channel for updates, and you can watch along, and we can have discussions about him in a channel. I was unsure about on in general, because it might be over in the last few days. I wasn't sure, but created just a channel. Thank you for everyone's photos and things, and showing me your pets and who you've loved and are loving currently. A cat named Salem that is a mischief maker. Every year he makes us visit the vets because he somehow injures himself. No, he impaled. Oh my goodness, that's not injury. That is death defying. Oh my goodness, this is impaling a neck. Oh my goodness. Cats, I suppose they jump a lot, and there is the possibility of them getting hurt more than dogs. He actually hadn't stabbed anything important. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I was like, Salem, you motherfucker. Oh yeah, I get that. I spoiled my girl, Alila, rotten near the end. She was a fighter, and even though almost completely blind, she sniffed her way through the house, stubborn and independent. Oh, that's nice. And I'm glad that you have those memories. It's really great to hear. Okay. Turns out, and Thorn, oh my gosh. So, for those that are just joining us, I know viewership and everything is going to be whack and lower, and I'm focused on, I don't want it to be a downstream. Like, I want you guys to tune in and watch, and it not to be depresso Molly, because I am not that type of person. It has been a really fucking terrible week, but I don't like to sit in my grief for too long, or I don't like to, it's coming and going, but I don't want to be there for too long. I like to distract myself or whatever. So if you get what I mean, I don't know. But before we continue, let's go back to last time on. For those that don't know, incredible news that's my face. Thank you everybody from the last stream who contributed to Chester's ongoing vet costs, his bills. Bless him. We raised $2,500 or no, 3,500 Australian dollars for his vet bills. So they basically paid off to date when we could pick him up, and is just been a peace of mind, an incredible act of kindness. I don't even know what I can say how grateful we are to the people that reached out to tell me, asked if they could support the bills. We received $2,000 from an anonymous person. We know who they are. We are so grateful for them, but they prefer to stay anonymous, and we respect that. Quite a few anonymous $20, Nido $64.12, Kate $15, Sushi Rose $10, Liz $50, Yaleth $25, Shaddy $70.88. This is all in US dollars. Cad $20, White Dove $50, M Potsler gifted a sub. I didn't see that. Grumpy Gamer resub for 47 months. Stace for 22 months. Shaddy for 44 months. Clessus, is that how you say it? One of 11 months. Yaleth, 28 months. Roselli, $25. Cad, $25. Anonymous, $2,000. Grumpy Gamer, $20. Rylu, $10. Anonymous, $25. Anonymous, $10. Stace and Iffy, $20. And Tamina, $10. Anonymous, $20. For those that have had vet bills and it is hanging over your head, especially when you're grieving and you're going through this emotional process, it is another stress in its own. We don't know if this may be his last few days. We've been buying dog food and treats and things like that, but there's potential of more costs coming up, and but they possibly, the kind of the costs that you want type thing. Maddie, thank you so much for the raid. Come on in, everybody. Pull up a chair. How was your stream? What were you up to? Were you gaming? Were you cooking? Do you start your streams cooking and then game? Is that like a consistent thing? Thank you so much. Thank you. He's doing okay. He's stronger. We're just seeing how we go with his autoimmune and red blood cells, and he's trying to stop his body killing itself at this stage. But just cooking some food. We're going to cook him some little a carrot cake, birthday cake. And I am so grateful for you all. Thank you for all the messages. You sure know how to make a girl feel fucking loved, seriously, and supported. It's tough. Starfield. I have the last, I think, I'm nearly finished. I was sick over the last 2 previous weeks. I had a lot of Starfield time and haven't played, obviously, recently. But I might see if I can get back into it in the next, soon, because it's so good. If anyone hasn't played Starfield, super recommend. It's really, 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 really. Okay, I'm going to make my husband a shake smoothie. How's everyone been? Tell me about your day. How's work been? All the things. I should probably have something, shouldn't I? All the love. Back soon, no worries. Oh my goodness. Thank you for those that come over from Maddie's stream. Very lucky. If you haven't checked out Maddie, please go and do. Sometimes a special dinner. I like that. Any cooking today? So these are just a protein kind of meal replacement shake that we've just been having. It's just easy to not have to think about it and tasty. Hey Slashluck, welcome in. How you doing? This, I was gonna say, I was wishing that it would have been in better terms. I'm healthier now, but are you home now? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I can imagine your body would just be so exhausted after all that time. Like how many, was it a month you're away? Nice. All right, I'm gonna mute myself for 2 seconds. Three weeks, oh my goodness. So yeah, I was hoping that, better situation for you to come in here. We've had a tough week. We just found out that one of our dogs, our younger dog, has been very unwell last week, and we got told that he could have days, and he's pulling through. He has a autoimmune disease. His body's killing his red blood cells and platelets, and that's secondary to a possible tumour in his digestive system. So it's been a huge, incredibly crap week, but he's at a stage now where he's eating and he's a little bit stronger, and there's a slight chance that we can stabilise him on steroids and give him a little bit of extra time. It is, yes, definitely. So we're going to make some little carrot cakes, and we've just been surviving on protein smoothies. So it's an easy, quick breakfast. But I'm so excited for everyone to see what we were working in Sydney. It was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for making the time to come and hang out with us. So a little bit of an introduction because you obviously don't know our content, a little bit about what we do here in stream, and a little bit of the theme content and stuff. This is our trailer. All right. So, we're gonna make some carrot cake. So this recipe is on our website, missmollymakes.com. Best bloody carrot cake you're gonna have, guys. Caribbean spices. It's got flavors of like nutmeg, cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, and then nice cream cheese frosting. The key is pineapple. So having pineapple carrot in there adds a bit more moisture, flavour. It's good. Normally carrot cake has cream cheese frosting, as I really dislike that. Looking for a replacement. Okay. Well, mine has cream cheese kind of frosting in there. You can do like a sour cream kind of frosting if you don't like it, or just add like a little bit of cream cheese, because some cream cheese can be really, really too intense. Thank you, Roselli. The recipe's linked there. Imperial Ash, thank you for 12 months, somewhere over the rainbow. You have a 12-month badge, which is a rainbow badge. We get you over the rainbow, which is fucking a bit morbid at the moment, isn't it? But, okay. missmollymakes.com. So a bunch of free recipes. We're going to get back into recipe testing with our Molly Test Kitchen. So if you want to, if you're a subscriber to our channel, you have access to our recipe testing team. So recipes that I'm kind of in progress. And then once we make them on stream, photograph them, then they go on the website. So it's great to work with the community and get your opinions and ideas and suggestions. It's a bit of fun. I had a carrot cake with a buttermilk glaze instead of frosting before. Okay. I like one of those people that like there needs to have a good cake to frosting kind of proportion. You can't have too much frosting. You know how you get cupcakes that are like they have a huge lot of icing, or the ones where it's way too much cake and not enough icing. You need to have like half. Or have you seen where you get the cupcake, you pull out the bottom, put it on top, and then make like a sandwich? I like that. That's good. Hey, Jayza. Yeah, too much icing. You can need like I think it needs to be like 3 parts cake to 2 parts frosting. You know, like more cake than frosting. Maybe 1.5. I don't know. Depending on what type of cake. The only one the cake that I don't like, that I can really say, is red velvet. Some people love it. I never found a red velvet I liked. I went to, is it Magnolia Bakery? They're famous in New York for their red velvet. No. Australia, that's so far away from me. Never too far away with the internet, honey. I also dislike it. We're twins. I know, we're such similar tastes. Okay, so, hold on. Carrot cake. So this is the website. We're gonna make this, we're gonna go down to here, jump to recipe, and then great function. I'd like to quarter it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna halve it like that. So it halves all of the quantities. So then we only have to, uses 1.5 egg. That's okay. I can just give the other half egg to either Chess, because it would be good for him, or Romy. Okay. So let's go. I don't know how clean the back is. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad. Welcome to my pantry. So if you saw the trailer that I played a little bit earlier, that was our old kitchen. We've been in here for now 2 years. It's kind of like 90% done. There's like final touches that, like this wall needs to be painted, and we built this kitchen specifically for streaming and living and for my job. Okay, plain flour. We're gonna need a tin of pineapple, crushed pineapple. I think you need baking powder and baking soda. I didn't actually look at the ingredients. Then, oh my goodness, my stomach is grumbling. just thought there was a bug in there. Oh my goodness. He didn't set this up. We were busy this morning. We had to film something that we hadn't done. Found out that we missed an email. We didn't do some work that we needed to do. Naughty. I kind of feel like we've got an excuse. Our minds have not really been in to think at the moment, but still not good enough. All right, plain flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, spices I've got at the front, egg, crushed pineapple, coconut. These dishes. Coconut. And then eggs. Oh. Oh, you're making a carrot cake. We love it here in Sweden. Carrot cake is good. You're in Sweden. We haven't made Swedish food in a long time. But do you know, food, if you guys are in Sweden at some stage or you see a dish called semla, it's a very nice, kind of like a baked sweet bun with like almond paste and cream. It's very, very good. Holy dooly, it's good. Okay, you need to remind me that I need to drink this. Australia is far from everywhere. Western Australia, undoubtedly so. So we live, it feels like something that people say that's not actually true. You know, when you have like a fact that like people spout, but it's kind of like, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't sound like it's actually correct. I'm pretty sure that this is true, but there is doubt in my mind that we live in the most isolated city in the world, because Western Australia is isolated from the other cities in Australia. West Coast is very far away and it's very isolated. Like there's a lot of desert and space. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing to say, but flying and traveling to the East Coast it's far. We eat it February only, okay? I've only had the Swedish meatballs and the fish at IKEA. I didn't know IKEA did fish. All right, so we need 150 grams, 1 cup. It says 1 cups. How many of you have eaten at IKEA? And my mum was hating on IKEA the other day, and I want to know who likes IKEA like I do. IKEA's dope, babe. Stop being haters. My IKEA is nothing like your IKEA. Doesn't have sushi. No. Ours doesn't either have sushi. Sushi's next door. So like imagine this being IKEA, the building. There's the building car park, and then there's Sushi Wawa is next door. No. I wouldn't eat, even if IKEA was serving sushi, I don't think I would eat IKEA sushi. They got good meatballs. They got pretty good breakfast. Like it's not amazing, but like for the price of it, the Daim cake, it's like toffee, chocolate, crunchy. It's quite nice. Never eaten IKEA. I would love to try it. Usually so keen to go home, but yeah, it's exhausting. That's why you go first, Margot. You go to IKEA first, have some food, and then you go shopping. And then on the way out, then you buy stuff that you ate, like meatballs and the Daim cake and their elderflower syrup, their jams, jellies. They've got some good potato chips. Excuse me. The lolly bar. It's the lolly bar. Damn cake. You go, damn, when you eat it. Yep. I think it's Daim. Daim. I don't know. All right, 150 grams, 1 cup. That's it. You know, it's basically all carrot. It's healthy. Is it only? Oh no, because I'm halving the recipe. I'm thinking, is there only 1 cup in the whole cake? But I'm halving the cake. There we go. One moment, I'm just going to go and check on the king. The prince exceeds the king. Good boy. Good boy. He's laying in bed. In our bed. Rugged up in our blankets. I pronounce it dime. Oh my God. I've been saying dame for years. Pick and Mix was taken away after COVID restrictions at the Perth one. Oh, I didn't know that. Joe, cool. I didn't know you were in Perth. Interesting. Dayum cake. Yeah, that's it. Hey Google, what is the IKEA Dayum cake?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Hey Google, is it pronounced IKEA Dayum or Dime? Maybe
That's
our
pronounced IKEA dam or dying.
Maybe our Jazza, you're Swedish. How do we pronounce it? Have you tried Swedish chocolate balls? No. Okay, into there. We're not going to add the sugar. Can someone remind me to add the sugar at the end? I'll weigh it out. So 162 grams of sugar. My Google just gave me the definition of an IP address. Molly English. That's it. .75 cups. Oh, we pronounce it dayum. Can you write that out? Is it phonetically how you say dayum? Because that's dayum, dayum. So this was not even a month old. The 16th of the 9th, we changed the battery and it's already flat. Google says it's dame, like Dame Molly Meldrum, Dame. Okay. Oh no, Dame, like Dame Edna, Dame. Yeah. So if we're gonna not have a cupcake with it, I'll just reduce the sugar like that. Hot damn. The product was launched under the name Dame, pronounced Day. No way. So you don't dime, D-I-M-E. So does that mean we're going to give props to Margot? She was right. Hot dime. Okay, baking powder, baking soda. So 1/4 teaspoons of baking soda, sorry. I want to see you make bearded dragon food so I can spoil my beardy. I don't think I'm proficient in bearded dragon food, honestly. I wouldn't even know if bearded dragons eat insects or they eat like live animal, like mice or something. I don't even know if I can picture a bearded dragon, let alone give you suggestions on what to feed it. They eat lots of veggies and fruits. Oh, okay. See? Okay. 1/4 teaspoon. And then powder is 1/2 of a 3/4. Okay. Excuse me. Still getting over this cough. I've had it now for 3 weeks. 3.5 weeks? How long? It's been a long time. Okay. Now, here is, we'll just go here. This is the goods, okay? This is the important part. If I can tell you, the key to this recipe is the spices. Back in 2015, many were shocked to discover Nutella was pronounced. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nutella? No. That's the way that Cad pronounces it. We say Nutella. I'm pretty sure all Aussies say Nutella. Yeah, it's actually the accurate way. Yeah, Cad, and we were doing a stream with Cad, his lovely family, Queen Lama Drama and Baby Llama, and they were calling it Nutella, and we were like, what are you saying? And we were like, we just say Nutella. Yeah, made out of nuts. It's one of my company's clients. So Liz is like, guys, I know you wrong, Molly. Cad was right, Molly, paraphrase. Just save that in your little bank for next time, Cad, when you're wrong and I'm right. Ferrero who makes says Nutella. It doesn't, I can't do that. Cat is always wrong though. Shad, yes. Yes. See, there's someone, thanks for the backup. Thanks for the backup. Get Creme Delish, welcome in, pull up a chair, come on. How was your stream? How are you hanging today? That's a weird thing to say to someone. I apologise. I meant to like, what's happening? I hope you're doing well. Okay, cinnamon, allspice, ginger. It's a really great way to like meet a new person. Be like, how's it hanging, buddy? Is it inappropriate? Scrub race and welcome in. Okay, hey Google, add ground ginger to my shopping list. Would love to visit Australia. Where should I go? Melbourne. Sydney. If you want to go to Sydney, go outside of Sydney. Like go to New South Wales, go to the mountains, but Brisbane is beautiful, Perth is incredible, Broome, Darwin. There's so much more to Perth than, so much more to Australia than Sydney. You can't just fly to Sydney and then fly home and be like, I went to Australia. It's not like that. It's so different. It's like the people that fly to LA and be like, I went to America. How would you feel? Or yeah, I'm being honest, and I will humble myself and say that I have said I didn't like Sydney in the past, but I don't, it is a beautiful place. There's beautiful people, there's a lot to do and things. It's just, I couldn't afford to live there anyway. There's something about Melbourne and like Sydney is so compacted, so like you never see parkland or open space, and it's just like wherever you are there's houses or there's buildings, and I was saying to Exceed when we were driving back to the airport in a taxi that it feels like claustrophobic somewhat because of people are trying to increase the amount of housing as much as possible and whatnot. Yeah, like it's nice to visit, but I couldn't live there, whereas I loved Melbourne. We lived in Melbourne for a while. Love Melbourne. God, these spices. Spices make me cough. Just trying to find ground ginger. Got black cardamom. garlic ground, chili ground. What's that? Garam masala. Oh my gosh, we can't make this cake without ginger. I can just add some freshly ground ginger. It's okay. So scared of the animals. Don't be scared of the animals. It's truly really unfalse. It's truly like incorrect. Everything that you see is an exaggeration on the TV about Australia. Promise, it's like your everyday house. Did I put it? Hey Google, add ground ginger to my shopping list.
All right, I added ground ginger to the list called
My
shopping.
parents were almost 10 pound poms. Nice. Okay. Get back in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, just shut it and we'll just deal with that later. Research, I'd love to see you try making beardy meals. I'm gonna say there's a low chance of specific bearded dragon food because what do I do with it? I don't have a bearded dragon, but I can show you meals that you can eat to then sustain you to then feed your dragon. The animals leave you alone. They're not roaming around. They want to. Yeah. There's nothing around. There's just cute puppies that will lick your face. Okay. 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Excuse me. One. Hey Google, can dogs eat cinnamon? Hey Google, can dogs eat cinnamon?
On the website rover.com, they say cinnamon is non-toxic to dogs according to the ASPCA. In small amounts, which means 1 teaspoon or less per serving as an occasional treat, it is perfectly safe and may even offer health benefits.
Hey Google, what spices can't dogs eat?
Here's a
Probably
summary
should check
from the
that.
website wagwalking.com. Dangerous spices for dogs: salt, cocoa powder, nutmeg, garlic, onion powder, mint, marjoram, caraway, and more.
Okay,
People
so
also
we're
ask
not.
me, what herbs are harmful
No
to dogs?
nutmeg.
Want to hear
Okay.
the answer?
No nutmeg. Hey Google, can dogs eat ginger and allspice?
On the website akc.org, they say, many herbs and spices are harmful to our pets, but the good news is that yes, ginger, in small amounts, is safe for dogs and might even be good for them. Do you want a
Nice.
little more context?
Anti-inflammatory. Hey Google, can dogs eat allspice?
On the website wagwalking.com, they say, your dog can become poisoned from eating just 2.5 grams or more per 10 kilograms of their body weight of the spice. Do you want a little more context?
No, that's... okay. Dogs eat allspice. Alright. It's not coming out with... Dogs eat allspice? No. Okay. No allspice? That's okay. Allspice has nutmeg because it's a mix. I always forget that it's a mix. Cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, and clove. Cardamon's non-toxic. Cool. It's only a small amount. So clove, dogs. Okay. All right. So this recipe, probably not the best to give to a dog. So let's make it as it is and let's give Chester something else. What do we think? Or we just do cinnamon and ginger, I think is fine. Let's just go with that. Cinnamon and ginger. Yeah. Cinnamon, ginger, a little bit of cardamom. I'd rather, err on the side of caution. And we can give him some turmeric. Put turmeric in here. That would be good for him. Chester wants Domino's pizza. The funny thing is he probably would eat part of it and then he would get really sick. He likes bread. He likes carbs. And cream and butter. Allspice is not a mixed spice. See, is it? I'm so confused. What is this? Yeah, okay. I'm getting confused then. There's a spice mix that has, am I thinking of garam masala? That has like nutmeg in it. Nutmeg and there's like a spice mix that its scent is a blend of spices. Okay, that makes sense. I think I get confused between, pimento berries. Yeah, okay, thank you guys. All right, a little bit of salt. And then add some turmeric. You don't really taste the turmeric as much, but it's very good for inflammation. Excuse me. I was going to buy 5 spice. Yeah. Wash your hands. It smells like all the other spices. Yeah, the warm spices all. Oh, God, it's cold. Yeah, don't go bushwalking. Like, don't expect to get yourself in. It's like in Australia, going to a country. It's like going to South Africa or going to Africa and be like, I'm just going to go for a walk in the middle of like a reserve. Why would you do that? You're putting yourself in danger. It's like Australia. Why go out into the bush, not on a walking path or whatever? Just go off into the bush and expect that the animals not to be there. I want to make my own bacon. We were talking about that a few months ago, like curing our own bacon. And then we've got a slicer, a deli slicer. Okay. So that's the dry ingredients. I'm going to chuck that aside. And then into here, 1.5 eggs. That. I'm just going to use the white to then possibly try and give the yolk to Chester. I've heard that egg yolk, I know he won't eat it. Oh, well, I assume that he won't eat it because he's fussy, but his brother, Romeo, loves egg yolk, or egg in total. Okay, we need 0.38, which is half of 3/4. So what do you call that? Excuse me. Fairly simple to cook, but look terrible as it water draws out all the salt. Salt draws all the water. Sorry, looked at it, made sense in my head, and then my mouth didn't catch up. I get what you mean. Salt draws out all the water. Okay, vegetable oil. I think I bought more sunflower oil. Okay, I think we should do a rating scale. I want to hear your opinions. I can't do anything on the screen, but let's tier list cake. So give me some suggestions. Okay, give me some suggestions of cake, and we'll write them here, and then we'll tier list them. Cheesecake? But what flavour? Is cheesecake a cake though? Hummingbird. We're just keeping cheesecake as cheesecake, no flavours or whatever. Cheddar cake, shut up, cad. Hummingbird, and then chocolate. No to cheesecake. No, cheesecake, it can just be, yeah. Coffee walnut. Does that actually have coffee in it? Pineapple upside down cake. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Pineapple upside down. Guys, I didn't think that you would give me this much variety. Apple cake, that's a good one. I like that, Cad, but it has to be a little bit more popular. Apple cake, coffee cake. But what is coffee cake? Because coffee with coffee flavoured or coffee cake that you eat with coffee? Coconut cake. German chocolate. Oh, German chocolate is good. But we'll just German choc. No, well, let's just keep it as chocolate cake, and then we can, whatever wins, we can do variations of like German chocolate cake better than normal chocolate cake. You know, it's a bit hard. Vanilla cake, okay? If I haven't written it, write it. I missed it in chat. Read it. Black Forest. Yeah, I'll give that. Okay. Citrus poppy. Oh, that's a good one. I feel like we did this too early and now I can't get back to the cake. Strawberry shortcake. Awkward Chatty, she just called you Cad. Did I really? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Shit, where am I up to? Strawberry shortcake. I feel like we should have just done 10. Lemon, isn't lemon cake like a citrus cake? Which one is supposed to be insulted? No, why can't you just be like, I think, German tree cake, interesting. Okay, actual coffee cake, okay, guys. So I rate a good coffee cake, coffee flavoured cake. Fruit cake is already, I am heavily putting it, you know, weighing it down to the bottom. Fruit cake is disgusting. What else we got? Guys, popular cakes. I want popular cakes like, what was it? Red velvet? What else? Fruitcake is not disgusting. It is pretty bad. You know what's my favourite? Let me know if you feel this. Caramel mud cake. Caramel mud cake. That's where it's at. Banana, is banana bread a cake though? Devil's food, I would still say is chocolate cake. Angel food cake or like a chiffon. I'm going to put them together because I feel like they're very similar. Feel free to tell me that I'm wrong. And buy me a new pen. We need a new pen. Sponge cake. Oh yeah. Gotta. How are we getting... Can you even see that? Opera cake? What is an opera cake? Carrot cake, of course. We're making a carrot cake now. Ice cream cake? That's across the board. no flavors, just ice cream. Coffee cake, what is it? Like cake that tastes like coffee, like espresso. Pound cake, okay. Pound cake, boring. Cake made with coffee, cake made with coffee. Tiramisu, not really a cake. It's more like a pudding dessert, but I like it. You need the boring with the exciting. This is true. Sorry, get coffee. Oh my goodness. Devil's food cake, basically a chocolate cake. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Tres leches. I don't know if this is flat. Flat? Dry? I have a feeling. Okay. Does anyone know what an opera cake is? I feel like maybe we've done now. Okay. Spice cake. Carrot cake, kind of spice cake. I get it. I like it. I'm just trying to limit the numbers. Banana cake. Oh, yes, banana cake is good. Now, that's it. No more. Funfetti. No, because that's like a vanilla cake. It's not really flavoured. I'm going to draw a line somewhere. I need to drink something. Okay. I think I'm okay. I think he's in the bed. Okay. Now, we need to do a vote off. Okay, so mods. How many? So let's go. How are we going to do this? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. God, we had to have 21, didn't we? Couldn't be an easy number. Can we get rid of any, do you think? Coffee, walnut, and coffee. There we go, 20. We've got rid of one. Is he all right? Maybe mods, we could do a vote between Black Forest. Is Black Forest the same as carrot chocolate cake? What do you think? Why am I coughing? I got better. Why am I coughing again? Okay, because of the cherry and the liqueur, yeah. Okay, so let's do a vote off. If we can do a poll in chat, Black Velvet versus Black Velvet? No, Black Forest versus chocolate cake. We're gonna try and like reduce them. Rather than doing maybe a tier list, we can get down to 5. Reduce them. We can do like a vote off, and then I think that will be an easier way. Thank you. Polls up. But you, Medibs, I know, but you can just go for coffee cake. You're voting for coffee cake. Okay? So we need 0.38. Just like just over a third of a cup. Who is the cake for? This cake here, Chester. Or yeah, partly Chester and partly us. It's Chester's birthday on Tuesday. We weren't sure if he was going to be here for it. if you want to, Katie, if you missed the last stream, go and check the VOD, and it might be a tough watch for some people. But yeah, it's been a tough week. He's doing okay. He's here with us today. I'll take both. Okay, so this is sunflower oil. Yeah. So he's resting, and we're just taking it day by day, see how we go with eating and drinking and all that type of jazz. So try to stay positive. Egg oil in there. Then we're going to add in 112 grams, so we're half a can. How do you think I can use the rest of this pineapple? Put that off. It's a good way to use pineapple up. Just eat it. We didn't do all things food. We can do that later on. We didn't. We're gonna go through all your food, Shad. Show everyone off Japan. Were you happy, like, with your kind of rundown of your trip? Were you happy with everything, how everything went? Any changes you would make? Any recommendations to anyone in chat? This is pieces. I've already done it in here now, but I would probably prefer to blend it. But saying, like, for your trip, would it all go to plan? Was there anything that you was better than expected, not as good as expected? Okay, coconut. How'd we go? Chocolate cake. So chocolate beat Black Forest. Good one, guys. I felt like that was an easy bet. Okay. Pineapple upside down cake versus apple cake. Pineapple upside down cake versus apple cake. Sad. I do like the Black Forest. Don't travel in the tail end of summer if you can avoid it. Still very hot and humid. Okay.
Delicious.
I was lucky because we were gonna go around there a bit earlier, and yeah, good recommendation. Joe Cool Marissa, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you for using your Prime. Okay, so how much? 17.5 grams. That doesn't feel like much. I'm gonna do 22 grams because I can. Poll up. Guys, vote. Upside down cake versus apple cake. And we need carrot. So we need to grate some carrots. You can, there is a Brazilian carrot cake that is called bolo de cenoura, which is, it's not like a carrot cake you would ever expect. It's bright orange because you blend the carrot into like a puree or like a juice almost, and then kind of like a fluffy cake, and you put like a chocolate brigadeiro kind of fudge topping. It's delicious. It's a really nice kind of variation of a carrot cake, but it's not flavor-wise, it's nothing like what you would expect. Do you have vanilla sauce to your apple cake? Like a vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure. Or like, do you mean like a custard? Do you mean like a custard or like a pudding when you say vanilla sauce? I'm getting hungry now. Means I'm doing my job right. Okay, let's go down here. I'm just gonna grab a grater. Okay, I need to, just so you know, I need to finish stream in like 2 hours. So before all of this Chester stuff, my mum is away, so I've got to go and check on her Airbnb and like set it up for guests this weekend. I totally forgot about it yesterday. Fuji was disappointing, clouded. Oh, that can't be controlled. You like Mount Fuji, hard. You know, I've seen the people that trek all the way up the top. And it's hard, isn't it? You can't predict it. We've actually got autumn equinox, which is, okay, all families go and visit. Oh, no way. Oh my goodness. Oh. And you wouldn't have known that because autumn equinox, it's like you don't, is it when you don't, you can't anticipate it? Is that, am I right in thinking that? Nice, Chazzy. Okay, so we need 1 cup. Let's see, that's about it. Great question. I have I'd gone to see my vet. I'd gone to see my doctor on Wednesday last week, and I have a script, or like a referral to get a ultrasound and a blood test, but then our life changed on Friday, so I'm still not better. I'm still coughing, but it's on the plan. Yeah. I just had a busy week, and I thought I was better. You know, earlier this week I wasn't coughing. We haven't been sleeping very much, but for other reasons. And unfortunately, the last 2 days I started coughing again at night, and now during the day. I don't think I'm getting sick again. I think that it may be just stress related. I don't know. Watch the carrot. Oh, you're like me. I always miss the bowl. I'm always too eager. Either pick a bowl that's too small, or I'm too eager to, and just throw it everywhere. Okay, so into here, everybody. Pineapple's a bit chunky for my liking. We could put this all in a blender, or we could kind of like chop it up or get scissors. We'll see how we go. Vegetable oil. We need to add some lemon juice. Does anyone know why we're adding lemon juice? We need some milk. Now in autumn equinox is always either the 22nd or 23rd. Oh, I didn't know. Nor did our travel agent. Ah, okay. Bummer. Keep the carrots from turning. No, that's good. It's a good point. It's actually because the lemon juice is going to react with the baking soda, with the dry ingredients to help make the cake fluffy. So we're going to do 95 grams of milk. I don't know why it's not meals. I need to go back and have a look at this. That's a good idea. Yeah, lemon juice stops the discoloration. It's a good point, but it's going to be coated in flour and milk and, you know, all that type of stuff. You could add vinegar if you don't have that. Hey Google, add apple cider vinegar to my shopping list. I needed to remember that.
I added apple cider vinegar to the list called shopping.
We've got lime juice right here, so I'm just going to add a little bit of this. There we go, 3/4 teaspoon. Like that. So, plain flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, spices, eggs, oil, milk, lemon juice, vanilla, carrot, crushed pineapple, coconut, and then we'll add the walnuts. Hey Google, can dogs eat walnuts? I don't think they can.
On the website akc.org,
No, that's okay, Scrub.
they
Understand.
say, although it may be technically safe for dogs to eat a few walnuts, walnuts are not the best choice for your dog.
Okay, that's good.
Walnuts can be a choking hazard for dogs and, when eaten in large quantities, can lead to a potentially life-threatening condition called pancreatitis.
Oh, okay, so we don't want that. Just chopping up these chunks of pineapple. I used to buy crushed pineapple. I didn't realise until I opened it. Granola. There you go. It's not going to make a huge difference, to be honest. Nice. Shad, sounds like it's an amazing trip. How long were you gone for? It was 3 weeks? You fit so much in. Kanazawa. More than one night. Amazing place. Awesome. Yeah. I'm going to hopefully get your suggestions and, you know, we haven't talked too much about it, but probably possibly in the next, the next year, go to Japan. You never know who, life's going to take you day by day. Okay, so go wet into dry into wet, whatever you want to do. I think what we'll do is we'll go this dry into wet because then you can mix to prevent lumps. So there's no sugar in this, except the sweetness from the carrot. We'll create a Chester portion, and then we'll put the sugar in the rest of it. Next week we might make, things are all good. We might make some natural dog food, biscuits, things like that. I don't know if he'll eat it. But at the end of the day, with the things that we've been buying and things that we've been doing, I bought snacks and stuff. I think at the end of the day, Romy will eat it. Romy eats anything and everything. So Romeo is a Maltese Shih Tzu poodle, black little boy. Chester is a Cavalier King Charles Crosser poodle. So Romy's this big, Chester's this big. But they nearly weigh the same at the moment, which is a bit scary because Romeo is fat, but Chester is very, very skinny. Too skinny. No sugar at the moment. Excuse me. Hoping, I'm so sorry. I don't know from, I don't even know how to plan anything in a day, let alone, next week's streams and things like that at this stage. But possibly next week, maybe Friday, this time next week, we might be able to do the theme stream, the fair stream, which we've all been looking forward to, but I can't plan too much in advance because then I don't want to let you down. You know, if something happens or I don't feel up to it or whatnot. Okay. So this one's Chester's, which we'll put. Maybe we can give him and Romy one each. What will you put in it? Like a skewer? Pops. I don't think you can bake with these. It's, maybe some parsley. They can eat parsley, they can't eat mint. That's what Google said, right? Oh, look, a dog treat. A dog treat. There we go. And thank you, Flossie, again, for your message the other day. People have been reaching out. You never know, how much it means to us and me to know that, that you are supporting me and, that love what Exceed and I have been doing in our community and yeah, I don't know how to express how truly incredible, in some shitty ways this week has been, but so many beautiful things have come out of it as well. Appreciation for our family, for friends, community. It's been quite lovely. Okay, so dog treats. These ones are theirs for Romy and Chess. And then we can add this sugar. Although contribute to the amount of walking we did. Wow, that's pretty cool. Awesome. And you were eating as well. Like, it just shows how lean and quality the Japanese food is. Oh, Wiz, this cake is amazing. In my personal opinion, it's on the website. For those who have made the carrot cake in the stream, how many of you have made this recipe? It's banging. I've added some turmeric. I've taken out some spices just to make it dog friendly. Bookmark it. Yes. Fabulous. It makes my heart soar. Okay. I don't do pineapple, so I can't say I've tried this one. You can remove it if you want to. Add like a blended banana. The pineapple is I think is important, but you could add a banana, or you could even do a bit more carrot. But it's yummy. Okay. Like that, looks good. Sugar, ideally it would have been added earlier so it's mixed in. You can see it's kind of granulated, but it'll be fine. Apple puree works too. Yeah, that's a good idea. Nice. Apple puree, that's a good idea. Kind of goes with like the tropical theme. Japanese food, far more filling and satisfying. Yeah. And more, the convenience of it knowing from what I hear, convenience stores, the quality of the food, the flavours, just living years beyond us, hey? Okay. Now, nobody was in the room where it happened. So, next one, mods. What won the last vote? I didn't pay attention, I'm so sorry. Apple cake or upside down cake? Who are we going to knock off? Who are we knocking off? Pineapple upside down cake or apple? Some nights it was just 7-Eleven dinner because we were so tired. Nice. And your son, what was his favourite part of the trip? How many of you guys have been to Japan? Definitely on our bucket list. Exceed has already been, but I have not. Apple 1, okay. Bye-bye, pineapple, upside down cake. Sorry, Rosalie, that was your suggestion, right? Okay. Next one. Let's go with hummingbird cake versus carrot cake. Hummingbird versus carrot. They're both pretty nice, but I'm gonna say carrot cake. They're very similar, aren't they? What is the difference? Hey Google, what's the difference between hummingbird cake and carrot cake?
On the website jocooks.com, they say, hummingbird cake is lighter than carrot cake, almost crumbly but still moist and with the flavor of banana. Do you want a little more
Banana.
context?
No.
Okay,
So hummingbird cake is like a hummingbird. Hummingbird cake is kind of like a light, kind of like a carrot cake, but not banana flavour, but instead of carrot. Banana and pineapple. Yeah, okay. Thank you, little palindrome. Universal Studios because of the 2 crazy roller coasters. Wow. What an amazing trip for him. Okay. Do we have any mods in chat? They're busy. So the vote is between carrot cake and hummingbird cake. I'm here. Can you do a vote between carrot cake and hummingbird, please, sir? And I will cough in your face. I can't do a poll though. Oh, that's okay. Let me see. You might have to put me to work for once. See if I can work out how to do it. Where's Roselli? I know Kate's at work. La 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 la. Molly, you can. Sorry, what was the choices? No worries. No, I can't remember. Carrot cake versus hummingbird cake. Yeah, needed a wine refill. Ooh, what kind of wine are we drinking? What kind of wine? I'm not making a cocktail today, but I don't even remember the last thing I drank. I think it was the Starfield Stream, the last Starfield Stream. No Fireball. Chezzy, have you tasted the new Fireball with apple, like the pre-made drink? I heard that they're really good. It's like an apple pie in a can. Red wine tonight. Black cherry. Oh, post a photo on that in Discord. Wine time. We should have a discussion about wine. I'm not a massive fan. I like sweeter red wine. I had a nice, when we were in, I took a photo of it, but it was like a house wine, unfortunately. It was really quite nice. It was, no, Exceed ordered it. It was like a Pinot Noir, no. Maybe it was an SSB, Semi-Sauvignon Blanc. I don't remember, but it was a white wine and it was quite nice. My friends own their own winery. They made, oh my goodness, that would be amazing. Is it really nice? Okay, there's a poll up. Carrot cake versus hummingbird cake. If you don't know what hummingbird cake is, obviously don't vote for it. Vote for carrot, vice versa. I would be shocked if you didn't know what carrot cake was. For women. This one goes down smokes. I easily have a whole bottle. Most reds, I can't do that at once. I get that. That's good. Congratulations to your friends then. Oh my goodness. The things when you pull up the Twitch homepage and the suggested streams. It's a bit interesting. But I don't need to open this anymore because I've got Roselli. Okay. What do we get? What are we at so far? Let me see if I can pull up the poll. No, my thing's not working. Some of them are so inappropriate on the first page. Yeah. It's weird. It's like here, suggested for you. Like, why do you think that I would ever like that, Twitch? Okay, cream cheese frosting. Gotta have this for a carrot cake. This one's gone a bit off. Green and black. Okay. Jones and me. Okay. So, cream cheese frosting, butter, cream cheese, icing sugar. Carrot cake is the winner. I mean, I'm guys, I am unbiased. This is a solely you thing. I won't influence this in any way. Not carrots, so hummingbird. Okay. Next one is fruit cake versus pound cake. No. No. Okay, what do you think we should do? Banana cake versus hummingbird? They're very similar. Banana bread, banana cake versus hummingbird. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. We should cull one of those. Okay. My new little thing. I haven't even really been able to enjoy it lately. This is my new mixer, my new hair mixer. It's so quiet. Amazing. So we want 100 grams, probably a bit less because we won't use too much. Wasn't hummingbird just defeated though? Oh, was it? Oh yeah, you're true. That's right. Yeah. Okay. We should have done that earlier, so now we don't have it. Okay. Apple cake versus banana cake. Apple cake versus banana cake. How about that? Apple cake versus banana cake. Okay. So, I'm going to do half of this. Cancel the vote, it seems. Can't cancel. You can cancel. You should be able to cancel anything. Cancel anytime. Report poll. I can only report my own poll. Okay, we'll just have to wait for it to go out. Sorry, my bad, Roselli. Good pickup, Michaela. And end poll. Can only report. It's crazy. I'll vote. /end poll, okay? Oh. Little palindrome is obviously a mod somewhere else. You were right. You were right. Yeah, the more you know. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay, next two choices. Apple versus banana. Apple cake versus banana cake. I've doubled. Just doubled it a little bit. Well, thank you for teaching us. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this in. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my God. All right. I'm just gonna go for a little. You guys vote. Make sure you vote. I'm just gonna go to the toilet and check on Chess, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We've been streaming for, 8 to 9, 10, 11 to 4 hours and 16 minutes. We have made a mess.
Because you've humanized the bunny so much, I feel like I'm like drinking bunny bits. Like there's chunky bits in there and I feel like it's like chunks of bunny.
So yours
Okay?
is either coconut or
Yeah. Please be coconut.
spoiled milk.
Please be coconut. Be
Mine,
coconut.
I think, is stink bug or toasted marshmallow.
Cheers. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you. Mine's stink bug.
Oh, the milk. Oh, it's so gross.
Mine tastes meaty. The stink bug tastes like
Oh.
you've eaten like. And they're both bad.
Oh, God. Ugh, yeah, about that. Please be banana.
Mine's rotten egg. What the heck?
It's banana, baby.
Is it?
It's banana.
You want mine?
No.
I feel like I don't have that part of my tongue anymore. That will seem super creepy if I say what I'm going to say.
C-U-S-T-A-R-D, custard, custard, C-U-S-T-A-R-D, custard. Guys, it's hard to turn that word into our thank you song.
I don't know how to do the chewy noise. That is not a chewy noise.
Hands out.
Was it a weird thing to do? I'm sorry.
No, obviously you can open your eyes. You've been looking at it. It's been there the whole time.
Your mucus should not look this color. You sick. You sick. I know your mum's probably telling you that you're not, but you sick, bro. You sick. You need some medication, some antibiotics, antivirals, something. Maybe a new immune system, because that ain't normal for your snot.
It's gonna be licorice because Cad loves me.
Cad, thank you for the $10.
Oh, his gung's dry. Oh, it's so gross. Right, a lot of that water
Yeah.
is finding its way onto my leg when you move it from bowl to hair.
Okay. So you don't want it in your bowls. I mean,
Guys,
9:57
I'm
a.m.
going. This is the before. Remember the before so that you can compare it to the after. All right? I don't like it. I think it is not very good. I don't like the color. I don't like what it does to me. I don't like much. I don't like much about it at all.
when you say don't, what it doesn't do to you, what do you think it does to you?
Well, it's sort of half green, half silver.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really go. It either makes me old or sick. There it is.
What? What the
It's okay. It's okay.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Hello, can you hear me? Sorry. Welcome back. We're only making one cake. They're in the oven. We're talking about, can you hear me now? Am I still muted? I'm okay now. Good now, okay. I'll put this at the front too. Except I've been meaning to move the transmitter as well. But we haven't got around to that. We're waiting on the new cable. Anyway, as I was saying, now I forget. Yeah, we're making one cake. We're doing the frosting now, but I decided to do like a tier list, or we're just going to discuss what's a good cake, what's a crappy cake, that type of thing. So what just lost? What do I wipe off next? It was banana versus apple, correct? Fabulous. In here we have cream cheese. We're going to add a little bit of butter, 100 grams. Yes, correct, Molly. What won? What lost? Who was successful in the vote off? Banana versus apple, and who? How did it go? Thank you, Scrub. Banana won, unfortunately. Now that, don't know. Okay, all good. So banana won. So no apple cake, guys. Apple tea cake, website recipe. Okay. Citrus poppy versus chiffon angel cake. Like a citrus cake. No. Citrus poppy versus pound cake. Like a citrus cake versus a pound cake. They're very similar. You know, I think of like an apple, what do you call it? Like an apple poppy, not apple, lemon poppy cake is kind of like a pound cake-ish. Like they're in like a loaf pan. Can confirm apple cake from the website is delicious. Thank you, Floss. Floss, you're amazing. All right, this new mixer. Okay, how many of you remember my old mixer used to take off like a shot of lightning, and shit used to go everywhere? This new one, this is going to be the test. A small bowl, pretty full. This is going to be the test on level 1. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's just paid for itself. Look at that, that's level 1. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Can't get better than that. Okay, we just need some powdered sugar, and we need some like lemon zest and lemon juice. Excuse me. The bowl is a little bit too small for this, but we're going to add some powdered sugar. About 1 cup to taste, really to taste. This is cream cheese frosting is one of those things. It's so important to do it to taste because some people like it really sweet. Some people like it like me, not very sweet at all. You have to make sure you're cooking to your preference, guys. You might surprise yourself. You might actually love cream cheese frosting, but you just had a really bad version of it. It's probably true. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Nothing is being thrown out. Wow. Oh, a little bit, but that was my fault. Holy dooly. Thank you, Rosalie, for getting that recipe. So we're just gonna, we've got a little bit of salt to balance the sweetness, and then we're gonna add some lemon juice and some lemon zest, which will further help with that balance. Okay. Probably a little bit more, that's about it. And then we're gonna do lemon juice. Oh, I'm even thinking less. I've currently not feeling like eating much, especially sweet stuff. I'm not a massive sweet person. Like I don't really eat cake too often. I like to make them, but I'll eat more like that's why I make cupcakes today or muffins, because they're a bit more palatable. Okay, ain't got the poll yet. Guys, mods, we want pound cake versus citrus poppy cake. Wow. Lucas, holy shit. He's doing okay, he's home. Maybe next time, a little bit more sensitive would be like, hey, how's Chester? Holy fuck, my heart. Polls up. So we brought Chester home on Monday. He's resting. You know, if you want to watch the beginning of the stream, yeah, if you want to watch Monday's stream, probably give you a more kind of succinct idea of what's been going on. Monday's stream and then the start of today's stream. Chester, this time last week, he was really low energy. I was streaming, but he was in Exceed's office. Yeah, I think Nat does this as well. Instagram has the stories. He was under my husband's desk, and that's when he's feeling poorly. And that, like, you know, if he's had an upset stomach or he's had an anal abscess before, he puts himself under there. We know where something's kind of wrong. And he, throughout the day, last Friday, he was really low energy, but he got to a stage where he would, I've got this image in my head of him being out. So he took himself outside and he just looked like he was in a daze, like he didn't know where he was, like he basically about to faint type thing. Like he was just sat there and he just like looking around type thing. It was really weird to see, like in a stupor. And he was a bit warm and we just monitored him. We rang the after hours vet and they said that just to keep an eye on him and see how he goes. We could bring him in, but just see how it is. And then Saturday we decided we were so close to not taking him in. You know, it was a weekend, going to be a weekend consultation. We thought maybe we'll see how we go. But we thought we owe it to him and we owe it to ourselves to see what was wrong, because it was very weird. And he had some bloods and they told us that he was incredibly sick, that he had some type of infection or some immune response where he was very low red blood cell count, so his body was killing its own red blood cells and he had no platelets. So they thought that could have been the primary issue, or they said that there possibly is a secondary issue that he's had for a while and it's causing this anemia and this, it's called Evans disease. So there's immune-mediated hemolytic anemia, which is where your body kills its own red blood cells. And then there's immune-mediated thrombocytopenia, which is where your body's killing the platelets. Chester doesn't do anything in halves and he has both, which is called Evans disease. And long story short, we did an ultrasound on Monday, so he was in hospital, stabilised over the weekend, really hard weekend. And we found out on Monday afternoon that he looks like he has a tumour in his bowel and possibly it's spread to his spleen, but we don't know. And we should bring him home and he might have days to live, he might have weeks. So it's been a really hard time because his birthday was Monday. Monday we picked him up, Tuesday was his birthday, and he's been, at death's door. Like, it's been incredibly hard. It feels a bit easy to talk about now, seeing as though, he's been stronger, we've been able to feed him, he's been very picky. It's been 1 minute we're positive, next minute, he's very drowsy or he's not eating or refuses food. It's been very tricky, but we're not sure. Lucas, at this stage, we're taking day by day. If he makes it through the day, makes it over the weekend, we'll be happy. We're just keeping an eye on him. At this stage, because of also the infection or some type of infection and something that he's got, he's lost weight and he was already very skinny, and so he's malnourished. So we're just trying to see if we can help his immune system. He has some energy. He can walk around very slowly. At times, his brain wants to like run a bit faster or walk a bit faster or like run to you, kind of jog to you type thing. But then he gets very tired and like he has to stop and gets a bit dizzy. I don't know how to explain. Like it is very tough. We've been waking up multiple times a night just to check that he's okay and he's breathing, or that he's not being sick, or I don't know how. Yeah. At this stage, his red blood cells were really low. So red blood cells, what happens is oxygen. This is the simplest form. Is red blood cells are in your blood. So you can think of like this is your blood going through, and if you have red blood cells, it means that the oxygen can stick. Lots of oxygen can stick, kind of like cars on a road. Okay, so if you have a road and there's a lot of cars, then a lot of people can travel down that road, and the people being oxygen and nutrients. So if you have a lot of cars on the road, then more people can travel and get to where they need. Chester didn't have very many cars at all. So you need to be classed as anemia is 35% of your blood have cars on the road. Chester had 15%. So he had less than half the amount that was still like dangerously low amount of cars. Meant that the people couldn't get to their workplace, and he couldn't like breathe, was really tricky and whatever. And also what happens is you think of like people getting in the car and going to the workplace. There's a certain type of worker called a platelet, which is like they're the road worker type thing. So when there's an accident with the road, they plug up the road and they fix the road so that people, everything can drive and that the road doesn't collapse. Okay, so Chester didn't have any road workers, very few. So just him knocking himself in the hospital or knocking himself here, he could completely bleed out, his roads would collapse and he would die. So the plan is to try and get as many people back on the road, workers on the road, and his body, his immune, like his blood, strong, because he wouldn't be able to he would barely be able to do blood tests. Like, so they needed to take a small amount of blood just to check his levels, but they were so nervous on checking his blood because one, he might be under a clot, and two, he didn't have enough blood. He didn't have enough road workers, so they couldn't take them away. And so the surgery, there's a very small percentage possibility that he could have surgery, but it would be incredibly expensive, and his body needs to be strong enough to recover. There may be a possibility he could have chemo, but at this stage, that is months in the future if he can get there. We are focusing on the last 5 days. We have like nearly booked the euthanasia, the vet to come out and to put him to sleep. That's what it's been like. And we are watching him, and it changes from hour to hour. It isn't an easy process. And it's just going to take time, love, patience, and persistence. I wish I understood all this stuff as well as you do, Molly. It's hard to clearly understanding the vet when my cat, and it is tricky. And that's, I've been trying to explain some stuff to Exceed and sending him articles, because I do understand parts of it, but it's also very different in the human world compared to the animal world. Chemotherapy, I was talking to my girlfriend, she's a vet nurse, which is amazing. She's been a great resource. It does. There's parts of it that does, but I have a girlfriend who's a vet nurse and she's been helping me a little. I wish I knew a vet, that would be lovely. But there's parts that are very different. So I spoke to her and I was like, we don't want to go down if there was a 5% chance he could pull through, and it was either keep him on medication, chemotherapy, or surgery. That's tens of thousands of dollars for both of those things, we think. I don't know how much chemotherapy, maybe you guys could tell me, but chemotherapy for humans, it's very stressful. Whereas my girlfriend Michelle said it's like a medication and it's a balancing act of like quality of life. And so it's not as detrimental as human ones, but I don't know. We just want to see him a little bit stronger. And for that, we don't even want to think, it would be great, but we also don't want to give ourselves false hope, because you can easily trick yourself. And it is very easy, for us to see positives in him doing something, eating, and then an hour later, then he won't eat, or he's very lethargic again. And if you're getting your hopes up here, it's much higher to fall if something does happen, and the grief is a lot harder. You need to keep realistic. We're taking day by day, and talking about nursing. This is his kind of discharge plan, like this, and I've been writing notes every day, like I would like a nursing patient. Tablets in the morning, how they were done, if he peed, if he did number twos, what time, any extra things if he had visitors, what he's eating, that type of thing, just to, so if we get asked from the vet, or we can check in what he had throughout the day, peeing, light colour, urine, drinking a lot, peeing a lot, farting, ? Like, I don't know if that was Roma or that was Chess. Things like that. So it is helpful, but thank you, Wiz. Thank you for being here. So you're just trying to get him to eat and stay strong. That's the vet said at the moment is, focus on him. She said, I just want him to eat. And we were trying to get him to eat chicken and beef, things like that. He's snubbing his nose. He's very frustrating. So the plan is at the moment is, I'll bring this is our little pack from this morning. See if I can put this on it. So this is his plate that he's had for the last week, silicone plate that we had for the last few years. He prefers like a plate rather than a bowl. So this is our plan. So he really likes these. So these can be like I bought these yesterday. They're like a crumble, so you can put them on top of their food, or you can if they eat, you can feed them this as a whole meal, which is amazing. So it's like a treat. They look like this. They look like this. So he thinks they're treats, but he can eat them. The problem is this small bag is $70. So, we're just taking little bits. We don't want to overwhelm his system as well. And we're doing what we can at the moment, but it's an expensive journey. The other thing is $70. It was $69.95. I might be able to buy it online cheaper. I'm going to have a look today. But this brand is really good. We also bought, if he, we're trying him on every good thing, guys. We'll try anything. This is a brand from them. This is wet food, but if he's been preferring like snacks, so that's why we bought them. But this on its own is $5.50. This is why our dogs haven't eaten pet food, these are vet kind of special foods, but this you just get at the pet store. That's why a lady was saying that's why they're a topper. You can like sprinkle them on the top of the dog food just to give them extra nutrition. This is, like she said, ideal for a lot of people, but they can't afford it. It's very expensive. So, whatever we can do to, especially as long as, we don't know how long we've got just to get his nutrition up and put weight on him. He's heavily, he's so thin. And if we can help his immune system, then I'll fucking, I was thinking of selling my wedding ring. Like, whatever I can do at this stage. This is the other thing is, it won't come, hopefully it won't come to that, but it's something that went through my head. This is a vet Royal Canin recovery. So this is something we're trying at him to eat it. It's very wet. Like a very sloppy wet food. And if he won't eat it, we can shoot it in his mouth in a syringe. So, he won't like this, I know that. Me putting it in his mouth this morning, he did lick it a little bit and it's hopefully okay, but yeah. So, that's what's going on at the moment. Yeah, so it says, ideally for his 10 kilos, he was 12 and he's about just over 10 at the moment. 2 of these, so they're $5.50 each. He hasn't come in the kitchen this morning. He was on the couch, but when we started stream, he's been in our bedroom asleep in the bed. So I might go and get him if we finish a cake so that you guys can see him. But he's very, you'll see, he's a bit different, he's low, but happen, Just taking it day by day, guys. He's here. That's at the end of the day, he's here, and we have an opportunity. So yeah, that's what we're trying. I went out and I bought steak, chicken. We got this out and we put bone broth in one, ham. Ham and bacon. He likes them, but they're salty and they've got additives. We had chicken, beef, steak, and other stuff just to see if he'd like anything. And I think he gets overwhelmed. I don't know, but his feeding is very hard. He prefers to be fed through the hand. A different dog in the same situation, like Romeo, he would be eating anything and everything, and his immune system would be kicking up straight away because he loves food. And with the steroids, they get hungry, but he will lick his lips like he's hungry, but then he smells it and it's like he turns his tummy type thing. When you're getting sick or you've been sick and you want to eat because you know that you should, but your tummy, like when you smell food or you look at food, it just makes you go, oh, it's a bit what it's like. Not at all, not really, Liz. We've had visitors and Romeo wants all of their attention. Like my father-in-law was crying, like patting chest, and Romeo just wanted his attention. It's hard, but when I've been crying, Rome will come to me and he'll try and give me attention. He's very beautiful, but there's times where, you chat to people and you just say like, I feel guilty, but Romeo's 12 years old. He's had a great innings, and like, why was it Chester? It feels unfair, and you wish, because we've planned our life, the idea of our life in the next 5 years of, maybe Romy has a year, maybe he has 2 years or whatever, but then Chester would meet our future human babies, or we would get another dog, like another puppy, and you had that picture of your life just kind of like crumbled this week. And so it's been really hard, especially because, like a 6-year-old compared to a 12-year-old. But it is what it is, and we're just trying to be grateful for all that we have at the moment and the day. And we've not been eating and sleeping, but I would prefer that to have the grief right now, I know dogs can sometimes sense that humans are ill. Yeah, we have talked about when we do, put Chester to sleep, that we have Romy here so he can smell and he know. But we're also worried about us being sad and Romeo being distracting and, us trying to say goodbye to Chess and Romeo wants to play type thing. Never-ending cycle of nausea, then nausea from not eating. Yeah. Oh, also, we've got that as humans, like Exceed myself, it's been really hard for us to, feel hungry and figure out what we're going to eat. Okay. Even ensure a human nutritional supplement would be beneficial. Yeah, we've also got. I haven't tried this yet. This tube. It should last us a while, hopefully. This was $30. So this is like a nutritional paste, kind of like a probiotic paste. So you can use it for, it's for animals. Cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, calves, lambs, kids. I'm guessing that's a goat. Piglets, dogs, cats, pups and kittens. So, yeah, you could just put this like the lady at the pet store said, put it down the side of the mouth and see what happens. She said that she uses it with her dogs when they've got like an upset stomach or something. She said it's amazing. So if someone says something's amazing, you're going to try it, aren't you? Okay. My coworker did the same one literally potentially getting a new car. Oh, I missed that. Let me have a look. We had a small syringe thing, really found novel to use the medicine as a kid. Yeah? Yeah, okay. That's good. Yeah, it's important that you find a way that you can tolerate medications and whatnot. Okay. Excuse me. Compact. Oh. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna mix that. Is that what we were? Look at this. May I ask what the food on the background is for? The food on the background. Oh, we're working our way through this. So, the vote was between. We're just talking about different types of cake and like what's the best type of cake. Did your mum take you? My grandma is looking after my mum's dog. So my grandma has her, Sammy is, I don't remember what breed. He's a pogo stick. He's a very ugly dog. He's kind of like a Maltese poodle, I think. Maltese Shih Tzu, I don't know, but he doesn't look very poodly. He's white and he's like a pogo stick and he has a little fringe. I'll find a photo to show you. He's very cute. He gets on very well with Hal, my mum's dachshund. So they've really enjoyed playing. Yeah. So this here, we're talking about cake. There was a vote off, but I think we're up to date now. We were going to do pound cake versus citrus poppy. Did we vote? I'm so distracted. Sorry. I'll keep going to go get lemons, guys. One second. Oh, okay. Lemon, pole up. Thank you, Roselli. Why do I get weird looks when I take them to the dog park? What are you talking about? So it's just a random discussion about what type of cake is best. Because I like carrot cake. I don't like red velvet. And I don't like fruit cake. Do you really want to know what Kat is talking about? Oh. Citrus poppy once in my life. Okay. Then don't vote for it. If you're not inclined, or, it's kind of like a community. You guys are voting. It's nothing to do with me. Hey Google, can dogs have lemon zest? You probably won't be having the
On the
frosting anyway.
website masterclass.com, they say you should avoid feeding your pooch lemons, limes, grapefruit, or other citrus fruits.
Right.
For humans, lemon juice contains essential nutrients, such as potassium and vitamin C, and potentially beneficial antioxidants, like limonene. However, lemons contain little nutritional value for dogs.
It's not toxic. What I'll do is I'll scrape a little bit off. There we go. You can just have the cream cheese frosting. Probably acidic, yeah. It's a really good cake for a dog. Okay, we've got this. This is just cream cheese and butter and powdered sugar. He's only going to get a little bit anyway. Don't worry, I'm very strict with this diet at the moment, so it's that balance of it's really, really crazy because you're like, how long does he have? I want to give him some cool things and not restrict him and things that he'll like. Maybe I'll put yogurt on top. And then it's like, I also want to see him as long as possible. All right. Pound cake. So citrus cake is out. Citrus poppy. Okay. Chiffon cake versus tres leches. Tres leches versus chiffon or angel cake, angel food cake. What do you think's best? That's evil. Really? The next one is ice cream cake versus cheesecake. Ice cream cake is nostalgia, really? I say this to my husband. He thinks he's had ice cream cakes growing up as a kid and things. Never really had an ice cream cake. I'd rather eat fruit cake than, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't eat fruit cake, and you would have to pay me to eat fruit cake. But ice cream cake, I don't even really like ice cream. So I'm probably, not the best person to talk to about that. All right, polls up. Excuse me. Vanilla, then the chocolate, then the fudge. Oh, it goes in layers? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Oh, you're saying Tres Leches cake gonna be suck after one slice, but I can down a whole full angel food cake in one go. Gonna be sick after one slice. Yeah. Cream Delish, welcome in. Tres Leches, I would say Tres Leches is better than... Tres Leches is nice, but yeah, it's very rich. However, I would do chiffon cake. Chiffon cake is better. Chiffon cake is better than angel, but I had to put them together. Okay. So the dogs, their version has no, not much sugar. No nut. Well, we didn't put nuts in any of them in the end. Strawberries and ice cream with angel food cake. Oh, I never tried that. Isn't that just strawberry shortcake? Okay, it's the doggy one. I don't see yellow. So yellow cake isn't a thing in Australia. Like, we would just call that vanilla cake or like a butter cake. I don't really get a yellow cake. I just do it like that. Look at these. Okay, Tres Leches wins. Knocks out chiffon. Really? God, you guys are crazy. Okay. Ice cream versus cheesecake. Ice cream versus cheesecake. Cake with a filling so it's not dry. Top layer is usually vanilla, fudge. Oh, I've not seen that type of cheesecake, ice cream cake before. I like Molly, good community too. I agree. Yeah. Oh, get Cream Delish. You rated. Sorry, I was like, when I read your name, I was like, I was distracted. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I'm so sorry. Well, the poll did not go the way I thought. Guys, 92% cheesecake, 8%, that's only one person voted for ice cream cake. I thought you guys loved it. Could not stay, had to get the food truck packed up. Nice. Fantastic. Thank you for bringing your community over. It's very kind of you. Think of us. Okay, so this is the dog one. Guys, I'm hopeful, but I don't think he'll eat much. I think Romy would like it, but we'll see. That's good. Hope Chef Steve is doing well. Okay. What have we got here? I have okay. Yellow cake is vanilla cake though, traditionally a wedding cake. But it is vanilla cake. What's white cake then? Is that using just egg whites? Is that how it gets its use? Like, it's not like, you know, the difference in culture is like Australian food, like if you said to an Australian, what's your favourite type of pie? What flavour, like what kind of flavour pie do you like? No joke, you're gonna get beef, like steak and kidney, pepper steak, curry pie, things like that, meat pie, different variations of meat pie. But if you said to a North American, what's your favourite pie flavour, you're gonna get like apple, cherry, huckleberry, whatever the shit, you know, fruit pies. It's the same with cake. Like, we don't have angel food cake really. You know, it's chocolate cake, carrot cake, that type of thing. Rhubarb, apple rhubarb. Like, if you said, like, what's your favourite fruit pie to an Australian, it would be apple pie. Apple rhubarb. Huckleberry shit sounds like a terrible pie. Isn't huckleberry a fruit? Is that a thing? Cheesecake. All right, thanks guys. Yeah, you told me about this strawberry rhubarb. I can't do it to myself. I don't like the idea of cooked strawberry. Okay. So ice cream cake's gone. Okay. Sponge cake versus pound cake. This is the next one. A light fluffy cake versus a dense cake. Okay? What is your preference? Just putting this frosting. Shit pie only belongs in... Such a good movie. I haven't seen that in so long. Now I'm not going to watch the movie. It's such a good movie. Why do you do that? Can't even compare the two. But what do you want me to do? I thought they were... Do you prefer a dense cake or a fluffy cake? What else am I going to compare? She doesn't let him float on the door? What? Am I missing something? Floating on the door? So then this just goes here. It's got a hidden charger. And just keep it in there. 2 hours and it's fully... Well, it's not empty now. It charges in about an hour. Titanic. Sorry, Scrub, that I have to ask you to vote for them now. Have you ever had carrot cheesecake? Or carrot cake cheesecake? It's pretty good. Because obviously, like, cream cheese frosting. All right. And then here, we'll get them out of the tin. I don't know if I put frosting on these because I might end up freezing them. Yeah. I'll just leave them there. Oh, look at that. Puppy cakes. Human cakes. 1 moment. for our birthday boy. All right. Oh, TI's on. Do any of you guys know Dota 2? Is any of you familiar with the international? I don't play it. I don't really understand what's going on too much when I watch it, but I do like the community and I like the international, the big event for the year. Like I said, I have good memories. We went to the international in Seattle in 2016, and then when we came back to Perth, we like to watch it every year together. So 3 years ago when we moved back, 5 years ago? I think it was 5 years ago, we moved back to Perth. Exceed wasn't working for like 2 weeks. We were trying to find a house and staying at my mum's house. And the four of us, me, Romy, Chester and Exceed, we sat on the couch and we just had like 2 weeks of watching Dota, going to the park and things like that. And beautiful memories. Yeah, still remember Dota 1? Yeah. I don't play, but I love the community memes. Seems to be one of the more chill ones. Yeah, it can be quite, rough and quite negative, but there are some positive things about it, like different kind of players and their stories, and that's what I live for. I like a lot of people's stories and got them into gaming, and that they didn't go to uni against their parents' wishes and things like that, and became an esports extraordinaire. It's just amazing. Okay. All right. So, shall I go and get Chess? I'm gonna see how I go. Jessie. I think I can hear him. I don't know if he just got off bed. I'll take my shoes off. I'll be back. Hi, buddy. Eat these. These were expensive. Good boy. You want to go to the toilet? You tired boy. He's laying down. He doesn't really want to. Hey, come on. Get up. I want to show you some visitors. Hey. They love you very much, buddy. They do. Ready? Look. We're going to sing happy birthday to Chessie. Ready? Happy birthday to Chester. Happy birthday to Chester. Happy birthday, dear Chessie. Happy birthday to you. Happy 6th birthday. It's a bit scary, isn't it? You want to smell? Look. Is that very good? I don't want to give you too much. I can't see chat. You like carbs, hey? I don't want to give him too much with his sore belly. But holy shit. I'm just looking at chat. He does. Hey. Oh, God. See if I can. See if I can trick him. Jess. You don't like that stuff on it, do you? That's good stuff. That's the that's the nutritious stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. That's what he does. Yeah. Bye. See ya. I know you would keep eating if I gave you cake, but I want to give you the good stuff. Can you guys see him? Come here. Good boy. That's good. Got a little bit of the stuff, it's kind of like soaking into the cake type thing. He's got such a discerning palate. I'm trying like put it on the side so, but he knows, he bloody knows. Look at this. See? It's good. Okay. Catcher. Happy birthday. Everyone says happy birthday. Refined, yes. But when you're malnourished, it's an issue. It shits me. Jess. He can have these. So from now on, when you guys want to treat him, he gets these treats. Jess. And Romy, do you want to see Romy eat a Romy cake? Romy. I did promise succeed. Oh my God, it's not often that Rome. Jesus. It's got carrot and veggies in it. I probably should put some zucchini in there. Got eggs. Turmeric, heaps of turmeric in there. Yeah. Come here. Come here. That's good. Also worried, we don't want to give him too many of these in case because they're so full of nutrients. We can just feed him these if we want, but we don't want him to get sick of them. But this is feeding, we were sitting on the floor all weekend, different foods week, different foods for him to try. And he'd just snub his nose and walk away. All good? You done? Yeah. It's good that he's still eating. Slowly, little bits at a time. So I want to see if we can find this brand somewhere, maybe a bigger I don't know if we do a bigger portion of the same beef, or we see if you eat, get a variety of chicken as well. But yeah, just taking it day by day. For him, when he came home on a Monday, he was basically collapsed. Like it was a fraction of himself. And even that, he's wagging his tail, but he's not his normal energy. He had a decent take in the cake. He would probably eat the whole cake if I gave it to him, but I'm very conscious of he's only been eating little bits at a time and not overwhelming his system, especially watching him poo and things like that. Like we always, between Exceed and I, we know where he is at all times. Like he's just taking himself outside, so Exceed's just gonna go watch if he pees, if he poops, what the poop looks like. So, yeah, so thank you. I'm so glad that we got to celebrate that and got to sing him birthday and you guys to see him. I'm hoping that, if we can stream, if he's still around, you guys can see him, have a little update, because I know he means as much to you guys as he does us. What's he looking like? Are you there?
He's taken to the grass.
Exceed was just saying that he's taken to the grass. So we don't know if it's because of his anemia, like he had his peripherals kind of were like getting really cold, less blood flow, kind of restricted to his feet. He's not been enjoying grass. Yeah? Exceed just said he's pooing. The weird things, if you're a parent, you'll know, like with kids, or if you're a carer or whatever. Get Cream Delish, thank you for being here. Thank you for the raid. I know it's a bit of a weird topic to talk about, but he hasn't been liking the feeling of grass, and he loves grass, but he's kind of warming up. His blood colour is coming back in his skin a little bit, taking it day by day. And Exceed, he's just taking himself outside, which is massive, that he's, even make it around the side. He's just been saying the dog door's this side of the house, so he's just been staying just out there, or not even wanting to go to the toilet or away from us. We've been taking him out 2 or 3 times a day, so it's good. How's it going, Exceed?
I'm not sure.
Hold on.
He pooed a little bit, and it looked like he was constipated, but now he's as happy as anything.
He's just rubbing his face on the grass. He looks happy. Maybe just need a little bit of poo. It warms our heart just to see him. Oh my God. He just jumped off.
I'm just going to go check it out.
Okay. So we have limestone so that we have like the side of our house is kind of like a ramp, and there's limestone blocks. So he jumped down from a block. We're just like, oh my God, dude, look after yourself. Stop, like, you're stressing us. But yeah, we're just taking it day by day. I'm really happy that we get to spend the weekend together. And, you know, the little things, the blessings that we work from home together, because he doesn't have to, it would be hard, so hard for Exceed to have to go to work, an office every day and leave me with him, or both of us leave the house. That we wouldn't be able to do that. But he gets, you know, 24 supervision and a lot of love. And, you know, a lot of love from us and a lot of love from you guys. I've been telling him all week about how many people around the world love him, and I've been thinking of him and sending him messages. I was reading them to him, and yeah, very happy. Was it all right?
More bread.
Would he like darker or lighter?
No, more. I wouldn't call it light, but it was lighter than handbag.
Lighter in colour. It's been really dark, so it's light. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. They generally know the limitations. He's having a good morning. Well, when he first got home, he rubbed himself on the bed and overexerted himself, and he was zonked. But he hasn't. This is why I know that he is. You know, he hasn't tried to play with Romeo. He's not really conscious of Romeo too much. Like, he'll smell Romy's butt, but he isn't very conscious of following Romy, being around Romy, and that's where we know that he's exhausted, because he is Romeo's shadow. Romy, he'll follow Romy to the ends of the earth type thing. He's having a big drink of water. Just the little things like him lapping. I don't know if you can hear how loud it is, but you know, the last few days it's quieter. Different times throughout the day, you know, it's like this. It's strong today. In the morning, it's still 11. I don't know. I know that. I can't apologise that it's going to be very much Chester orientated for a while, but I hope that you guys can understand, and it's what's on our mind. It's what my world revolves around at the moment. But at the same time, you guys give me a support, but also a bit of an escape and an enjoyment to be able to hang out and do this. We better continue. We've got a little bit of extra time. So we might, rather than doing a poll, maybe we'll do 2 more polls. So what was the last one? What do I need to rub off, Gad and Roselli? I don't know how you can string sentences together. I'd be a mess. It has been the hardest. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but Thursday, yesterday, I'm trying to distract myself with stream. But, you know, it is endearing to see him positive and eating and drinking, but then, you know, then he'll be really, like, he's been sleeping all day, and it's really heart-wrenching. But I'm just trying to stay positive and happy and give him happy energy for as long as I can. When I start to deteriorate, then I'll try to prolong those feelings that I felt on Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it's all good. All right. Sleeping animals recovery. Yep. 100%. Okay, where's my rubber? Okay, guys. So what do we need to rub up? It was cheesecake versus ice cream cake. Was that correct? So I've rubbed that off. Sponge cake versus pound cake. What one? Sponge cake versus pound cake was the last one, wasn't it? Have we ended up doing that? Sponge cake 1. Sponge 1, okay. Pound cake sucks. So dry. Okay. All right. They're so different. Okay, so the remaining ones are banana, sponge, carrot, tres leches, caramel, strawberry, coffee cake, fruit cake, red velvet, vanilla, cheesecake, chocolate. Any ones we should vote between each other? Like any ones we can compare? Maybe coffee cake and banana cake? Or coffee and carrot. That's a good idea. Banana and carrot. Let's go with that. I like that. All right. What is the poll? Thank you. So our last poll is carrot cake and banana. Wow, look at you guys. But then it's another thing. It's like banana cake versus banana bread. I'm gonna turn on this aircon. It's a bit warm. What have we got? Oh, I can call that already. Banana cake is out of here. Banana cake versus date loaf. Oh, like sticky date pudding. That's good. We actually made chocolate zucchini cake from our cookbook on Monday. And we haven't eaten much of it, to be honest. But there's a fly inside. Remy. Oh, okay. Or Chess. Shit, Chess came out first. Holy crap. Okay, banana cake out of here. All right. Did you slip over? What just happened? Remy. Okay. Coffee cake versus sponge cake. Favorite is choc on choc in a bowl of milk. Chocolate. Huh? Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake with chocolate frosting in a bowl of milk. Huh? Coffee versus sponge. Yes, ma'am. Chocolate leche. Oh yeah, I didn't know if that was a thing. Guys, look at this. This is a variation of my carrot cake because we added turmeric and a little bit less spice. It's funny because look at the colours. I'm assuming this is the carrot and then the yellow is the turmeric. How interesting is that? Oh, carrot cake is the winner. No sponge cake. Wow. All right. Coffee cake. Strawberry cake and even think strawberry shortcake, wasn't it? Did I? Yeah, it's supposed to be strawberry. Okay, strawberry shortcake versus red velvet. Strawberry shortcake versus red velvet. Oh, we got one. You did it. Okay, coffee and sponge. Good one. No, you're right. Let's try this cake. Yum. Next one is strawberry shortcake versus red velvet. The 8 milks. What? Ocho leches? Oh my God. That's way too rich. Why is it needed? It's like when people put gold leaf on stuff. Only like a little bit. Just it looks pretty, but it's like, come on. Come on, man. This one's Coffee cake versus sponge cake. This is tight. It's one vote apart at the moment. Wow. Did you know gold leaf is copper? No. Really? How do they make it gold then? Not copper coloured. All right, votes nearly done. Coffee cake is gonna be the loser, I think. Unless we get a vote. I'm not voting. Okay, so coffee cake gone. Okay, so strawberry shortcake versus red velvet. Whole milk, oat milk, condensed milk, evaporated milk, almond milk, soy milk. Oh, that sounds terrible. That doesn't even sound like mixing almond milk with oat milk, with hemp milk, with soy milk and goat milk. There's a whole lot of shit going on. Like the flavor combination of goat's milk alone with like soy milk. It's like, why? Ooh. Wouldn't go past Coachroom. I think Tres Leches is... I think evaporated milk, condensed milk, whole milk is good for me. But if a milk could curdle milk, that would be something... Yeah. Yep. That's so true. All right, poll is up. We have strawberry shortcake versus red... Amazing. Interesting. Amazingly interesting. How about that? Not many of you like... How many of you like red velvet? Who likes red velvet here? Such a cursed idea. Cinco leches. Ooh. Cinco. All right. I think we can say red velvet is out of here. Okay. All right. There's a really terrible one, but there's some good ones here. How many can you do in a poll, guys? How many do we have to get down to? Is it like 3 or 4? What's the most amount of options we can have? We're going to keep whittling? 5. 1, 2, 5. Okay, so we're going to remove 3 more. Oh, okay. Vanilla versus strawberry shortcake. No, you can't do chocolate and vanilla because you can't. Vanilla versus strawberry shortcake, I feel like. Because that chocolate and vanilla is really hard. They're like two staples. There's a fly somewhere. And that's the thing, it's been very interesting about since Chester's got sick, right? With wanting, like, promoting health. And I get it. I get if you've had a health scare, how you go, like, eco-friendly. And look, I get that. Because it's like, last year, how I just fucking spray heaps of fly spray. I'm like, ooh, I'll just spray it minimally. Or like mopping the floors. I just want to do it, like, I don't want too many chemicals because that could, potentially make him sick or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? So, I need to kill this fly, but I can't do the zapper. It makes Remy go crazy. Okay, the vote between strawberry shortcake and vanilla. Strawberry shortcake is winning at the moment. My apron is falling down. Oh my God, I look so pale. Ooh, strawberry shortcake. So vanilla is out of here. Oh my God. You guys are crazy. Okay. Fruitcake versus, what do you think? I feel like fruitcake's gonna obviously like really lose. So what are the options? Let's make it like, obviously, make it a little bit more competitive. Fruitcake versus carrot cake. Just to raise it? Oh, I can't do that. That's not fair. No one wants fruitcake. Okay, fruitcake versus carrot cake. They've got different types of fruit. Thank you, Liz. It's very sweet. I definitely have, like, as I said last week, lost weight, and I lost weight in my face, which is, as someone who's been trying to be healthier and fitter, in the last few months, it's a welcome bonus, but I know that it's not the right type of weight loss. But I have sunken, black eyes and stuff. Yeah, hopefully I can. It's weird where the weight leaves. Yeah. So I'm just, hopefully I can maintain protein smoothies is good, but like eating fruit with it and trying to not go back to eating, heavy food or cake and things like that, balancing it out and just being easy on my tummy, and hopefully I can, maintain that lower hunger level consistently, which is good, but making sure it's healthy. Carrot cake. What do you mean you guys didn't want fruit cake? My granddad would thoroughly disagree with you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got one more to go. This is a big one for me. Tres leches versus caramel mud cake. A lot of people might not have caramel mud cake before, but it's my favorite cake. No, or tres leches versus cheesecake. Let's do that. Let's do that. Tres leches versus cheesecake. What's caramel mud cake? See? So it's... do you have an ICU like in America? Do you mean for humans or animals? Genesu. See you, Floss. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for making my recipes. Who voted fruitcake? Humans, we do have ICU, yes. And it can be free. We have government healthcare, free healthcare, and then you have private as well. So if you got in an emergency and something happened, and you didn't have insurance, you can be there for free. We're very lucky. I'm sorry thinking about your cousin. Hope everything's okay. It must be a really hard time. I hope my thoughts are with your family. Okay, cheesecake. Oh my God, tres leches gone. Wow. Okay, so, holy fuck. Wow. Ruptured colon. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully she's stable, that she's in the best. I know it probably doesn't seem like it, but she's in the safest place for, what we've been going through the last few days. We've rest assured that, Chester and your cousin is in the best place that they can get treatment and hopefully be stabilised. Yeah, but it's the best place for her, and hope she's getting some rest, and hopefully it's okay, Jenna Sue. Okay, mods. We have carrot cake versus caramel mud cake versus strawberry shortcake, cheesecake and chocolate. We're going to rank them in a poll. You get one vote. You're going to have one vote. So carrot cake versus caramel mud cake versus strawberry shortcake, cheesecake and chocolate cake. All right, I'll write mine down here. Okay. I'm gonna think. It also depends on my, how I'm feeling. I'll cross mine out. These are really hard because it really depends on how I feel. Cheesecake can be any flavour, yeah. Poll up in chat. Wow. 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 We should do this in Discord, something like this in Discord with like rankings. Mighty Mouse, how you doing? Welcome back. Because then we could do like everybody have like preferences and you have to put in a preference and submit it. Is there an app or something you can do that? Like Straw Poll that does like ranking? Genesu, I missed your message. What did you say? No, that isn't okay. Chester is our puppy. If you want to go and watch our other VOD from our last stream or watch the start of today's stream, he's not been very good. Looks like he has cancer, a tumour actually, kind of a bit worse, yeah. Cancer, tumour, yeah. And he also has like a life-threatening issue at the moment, which is his body's autoimmune disease. His body's trying to kill itself, fight itself. So we're just trying to give him love and food and just trying to get him strong. It's been a hard week. Thank you. He's been around almost as long as we've been streaming. We've been streaming for 6.5 years and Chester just turned 6. We got him, so he turned 6 on the 10th, but we didn't get him for like 2 months. So like we didn't get him to December, the start of December. So I would love if we could get him there. Cookie poll next. Yeah, that's a good idea. Make Chester some cookie. That's a good idea. All right, shit. What were the results? I hate when you can't. They don't sit there for long enough. Thank you, Jenna Sulu. I appreciate that. Can we get the results, Mods? Cheesecake was the top. No way. Okay, cheesecake won. Does anyone know what else? I like cheesecake, but it depends on how I feel. So carrot cake is probably my favourite, but caramel mud cake also can be up there. It's like those two. Then chocolate cake, cheesecake, and then strawberry shortcake. But I do really like strawberry shortcake in like cooler months. It's hard. Oh, 16 and 13, amazing. It's amazing, like length of time, amazing age. Sadly, Chester's only 6, so it's very hard on us, him being so young. She found out some dog treats. Oh, dog treats, that's cool. Fruitcake is a joke in America? What do you mean? Make Chester some salmon biscuits. We could try that. I don't know how much he eats salmon, but I'm happy to try anything. In small amounts to see, keep the cost down and see what we can do. So those treats toppers, they're only $30 for him. But hard to find an exact price of... No way! $30? I'll have to have a look. Nova, thank you very much. I have to have a checkout because, yeah, I spent... I've got to find the bill. I don't even know where the receipt is. Probably Exceed's office. Yeah, I think they were $69 for the small one. But I can't find a good price for shipping. Oh, that's okay. I understand. Is there any way I can help? You know, we've been receiving so much support. I don't know what to say. For us, at the moment, is, you know, his cost of foods and getting him eating and medication is our you know, if anyone is in the ability, has the ability to and wanting to support, do you think, would you like another goal? Everything counts. You know, we're hoping that we can get him to a week and a half, or maybe it'll probably be a week, and then we can go and get some more medication, another vet bill, maybe bloods. You know, we don't know what the options are yet. You know, eventually the vet costs and the crematorium costs and things like that, it's way too much to think of. It's fucked. And I never thought that I would be thinking of this now. Yeah. Fruitcake in America, nobody really eats it, and we constantly regift it at Christmas because, okay, maybe that's in your family, maybe there's some other people that do like it, but I understand that. My granddad loves fruitcake, and people in my family love it. I don't like it. My husband loves like plum pudding and Christmas cake, just kind of like fruitcake. If you'd like, I used to watch some videos of some people in Alaska who would bake treats for the Huskies. Would you like me to send them in general? Yeah, if you want to pop them, I'm gonna create a Chester channel in Discord, and then you're more than welcome to pop them in there. That's a great idea. My dogs was feeding them boiled chicken and plain white rice. Okay. We've got some nutritional supplements. He's been eating chicken on occasion, but and beef, steak. It's depending on how his tummy feels, really. But I have heard that, so thank you for that suggestion. Thank you, everybody. My family never got fruitcake, so never had it. Okay, and that's the way. Like, a lot of people don't really like things because they never had them around. I had to hang with my partner, but I'll keep the lookout for them. Thank you, Antamina. Thank you, Jenna Sula, I appreciate you. Guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Discord, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Please stay safe. As I said, you know, please remember, like, if there's a lesson that I can, or something that I can say to you guys, take photos with your fluffy puppies, or your friends, or your family. You never know how long you have those people in your life, or those, you know, your pets. And just make memories and spend some time over the weekend, you know, calling your friends or family, or taking some time out with your pet and giving them some love, giving them a bath, or giving them some snacks. Taking videos and photos, because they're the memories that you want to have. Because, you know, we nearly didn't have that. Like, you know, we have photos, but not recent ones, and we nearly didn't have the time that it's hard. Paw prints every year. I don't know how to make, you know, I want to create like a paw print, and then you bake it. Like, you make something, you roll it out, and then you put their paw print on, to make like Christmas decorations and things like that. I don't know, is it just flour and water? I tried to make like a Play-Doh, but it springs back. I don't know if I needed it too much, but I wanted to create like, I got clay, but the clay's like too firm. I need something soft. Salt dough. Okay. Marissa, I'll have to have a look at that salt dough. Thank you. NZ user, I appreciate you. Thank you, Stace. Thank you very much. If you guys didn't see go and check out the VOD. Chester came in and we sang him happy birthday, and we did a little candle and let him have some poppy cake, some poppy carrot cake. So go and check that out and you'll see my baby. Salt dough. Okay, I'll have a look at it. Take care, everybody. We're going to raid Danielle. So this is one of our lovely friends that we met when we, I think through Reddit. Actually, met him through Reddit, and have been friends ever since. Lovely human. He does a different variety of games. He's playing Words with Friends at the moment, just like Madden and sports games. He's a beautiful, beautiful human. I hope you love his content and love him as much as we do. I hope you have an amazing weekend. We're not sure. We're not sure what's going to happen. We're taking it day by day. Join Discord. We'll have updates in there. And hopefully we can get back to a regular schedule or regular planning. For those who have contributed today, the money that we receive from this helps me be able to make content, but it helps me be able to stay home with Chess and pay for our grocery bills now more than ever, and he's so appreciated. Castile for 3 months, Margot for 39, Imperial Ash for 12 months, Joe, Cool Marissa, Fresh Sub for using Prime, and Maddie, thank you for raiding. Please copy and paste the raid call message, this one here, and we're going to go and see Danielle. Take care, brush your hair, be good to yourself and your puppies around you. Love you.